What is the treatment for alcoholism? In the beginning, in short term, this could be detox. So it is not safe for somebody to suddenly quit alcohol cold turkey. The way it works on the brain is that if a person was to stop suddenly, they can go into withdrawal, and this can precipitate seizures and they can die. So it can be very dangerous. Alcohol treatment, the actual detox part of it, is to have the person stop using alcohol, but to give them some medications for the first couple days, so to avoid going into major withdrawal and preventing seizures. These drugs are generally of the benzodiazepine class, which includes Valium, Ativan, or Versed. Xanax is another one. So for a couple, 2 to 3 days while in detoxing off alcohol, it's a fairly quick process, but we give them medications to avoid going into serious withdrawal, or delirium tremens is the medical term for it. That's just the beginning stage. Then early rehab is the ideal thing, and this is where certain behaviors are undone and certain behaviors are learned. So early rehab could be a residential rehab. That's usually the best situation for someone who's a long-term alcohol user. This allows them to start learning about the addiction, to identify things that go on in their life that leads to cravings and potential relapse. They learn about relapse prevention, learning tools of how to cope with the stresses of life, to cope with their urges and cravings, and how to deal with it effectively over time. So rehab is very helpful, not only in providing a safe environment where a person is out of their typical home and out of their access to the alcohol. It provides a safe environment where they're with like-minded people going through the same sort of experience, but most importantly to give them the opportunity to learn the skills necessary to have a solid and enduring recovery. So this is the short term. Long-term rehabs are really the best idea. So this is ones that are 5 weeks or even longer. Some are 3 to 6 months. To me, 3 months is probably the right number for rehab. This can be very expensive for most people. Some have medical insurance that can cover it. But 3 months is about the right amount of time, so a person can learn to undo the behaviors, the negative behaviors with alcohol abuse, and learn the appropriate, good, healthy behaviors. After that, there needs to be progression, so to a sober living home, or back to home, depends on this situation, and even then to have ongoing care. So this would include something called Aftercare, after rehab, or ongoing care, which is meeting with a group at least once a week, other people in recovery who are experiencing the same things, and to open up. This is a part about recovery, is to discuss with others who are going through the same situation, and have confidentiality to discuss what are the issues going on in my life, and to share those stresses. And the whole group chimes in to help this person cope with their daily stresses or weekly stresses. So this is a very healthy part of recovery. It's also a key to happiness, I found in my own personal experience, that when I'm connected in my community, that keeps me happy. When I'm isolated, like during the time of my drug abuse, is when I was very miserable and unhappy, and a lot of bad things happened then. So rehab teaches this connection part of it, and it's important to have this lifelong. So in early rehab, to later rehab, to aftercare, which continues, as well as one-on-one counseling sometimes for people. All these things can help to have a healthy and happy long-term recovery.
If you or a loved one are looking for help with substance abuse, call our 24/7 helpline at 1-800-615-1067. A caring addiction advisor is awaiting your call.